Is your house kind of feeling heavy around you? Then it's time for space clearing.
I'm Sienna.
And I'm Toast.
We're partners in love, life, and music, and we've been together since 2001.
With each episode of this podcast, our goal is to help our fellow LGBT community members lift their lives to the next level.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
How are you feeling, Toast?
I'm looking forward to this topic.
You are?
Because I feel like it's going to help even clear our space.
By
Like
doing
right
it?
now. Yeah, just
By doing
talking
that-
about it.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely could.
You can always use that.
Yeah. All right. Before we dive in, just a few things. We want to give a quick shout out to yet another beautiful soul who sent a comment in along with their survey response. So I'll read it here if I can see it. Okay, so this person says, "Keep up the great work with your podcasts. I haven't missed one yet since you started years ago."
That's amazing.
Isn't that?
And we are truly honored.
person-
That's crazy.
I know this person
Yeah.
years ago would listen.
I don't even know if I listen to all of them.
Then what did they
Because
do?
we record it and we just put it out there. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, person.
Yes.
Have a great day today, person.
And if any of you have any feedback, feel free to leave comments on our show notes on our website, or you can just email us.
Or
Our
leave a
email is-
review.
Or leave a review. That's right. You can also just leave a review on iTunes.
More bang for your buck with a review.
Oh, that's right. Because
We might give a little gift.
we
I don't know.
we might read your review
Right.
on an episode and offer to send you something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened. Not you, Toast. I'm telling them.
Oh, them. Okay. Okay. I don't have to pay attention
You're
to this
looking
part.
at me. Okay, so the other day, now we're batching these, so it really was the other day. We were getting ready to leave the house. We had an appointment. And normally we leave earlier than you really need to leave because Toast and I just like to be
That's how we
on
are.
time
Yeah.
and plan some room in case if there's an accident on the freeway, whatever it might be. So, but this time we didn't. And we were actually leaving during the time we would reasonably leave to make it by a certain time. Oh my gosh. We get out of the house, get into our car. We've barely gotten out of the driveway. Then,
We literally drove about 10 feet.
yeah, then we see this beautiful, large, white, fluffy dog that really looked like a Great Pyrenees to me. I don't know. Did she look like that to you, Toast?
Ish.
But we saw her just kind of wandering around, and she was older, and I said, "Stop the car." And we go.
Which didn't take much because, like I said, we'd only gone about 10 feet. So we were literally going probably 3 miles an hour at that point. I
And-
just backed out of the driveway.
Called her to us. She came right to us. Sniff, 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 sniff. And she was really like checking things out. And I'm like, we're feeling her. And she didn't feel thin.
And she looked very clean.
She looked really clean. She had a bunch of tags. But again, she was older. And her tags showed it because her tags were completely worn down. You couldn't read anything on her tags except for her county tag. So we were like, "Okay, what do we do? Do we call the county?" And I swear I felt horrible because we left her there.
Well,
Doesn't that sound horrible?
She wandered in back of a house.
She wandered
And-
away into someone's yard.
And we didn't see her after
Then
that.
we didn't see
so
her.
we thought maybe that's her house.
Maybe that's her house. But I was, we're driving, and then I thought, okay, we took pictures of her, and I thought, okay, let's post it on the Nextdoor app. So I did that. I was checking it. No one's responding. And we're driving to the appointment. I'm like, God, we should just cancel this appointment. Maybe we should go back and get her. And I just really wished that when we got home, she would be right there, maybe even sitting right in front of our house, where I could have an excuse to bring her into our yard and just enjoy her while we find her owner.
But instead,
Aww,
what happened?
you can tell them.
A better thing happened, which is that the dog's owner responded on Nextdoor and told us that, oh, that's Mela. And, you know, she's used to getting a certain amount of walks. And if she doesn't get those walks, then sometimes she'll just go and walk herself. So that's what happened.
Mela.
She certainly was very confident and very at home. She seemed, you know, very, very confident and at home and just ambling along the street, doo 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 doo, and just sniffing and hey, yeah, what's up?
But didn't you want to keep her?
No, honestly,
I want a dog.
I think we will have a dog someday.
Okay, what people don't know is that I have been looking at the Great Pyrenees rescue sites. Toast can confirm this. Mm-hmm. And every now and again I'll say, oh my God, we need Abby. Look at Abby. She likes cats.
And maybe one day we'll get a Great Pyrenees.
All right.
Okay.
Anyways, just wanted to share that with you guys. And it really broke my heart, I have to say, to leave her because I just felt so irresponsible. Like, here she's loose.
No, but
what if she needs help?
But
I know she walked away and we didn't know
we thought,
for the moment.
Maybe we'd, yeah.
I know, but still, we didn't know.
We could have ran up to a house and started knocking on all the doors.
I know, and we
along
didn't.
The street.
I know, because we didn't buffer in time for that.
Right. But instead, no, I think we did a responsible thing and posted it to Nextdoor along with pictures so that if anybody was missing their dog, they could just check Nextdoor and boom. Those are the types of alerts I get the most from Nextdoor.
Animals?
Yeah.
That's
Loose
true.
dog on
like
whatever,
pizza.
And
Pizza
right,
the cat.
exactly.
Right?
Lost cat or yeah.
Yeah. You know, I think that I am just feeling a bit of like I need more animals. You know, I need
around.
Need more animals.
Yeah.
Like in other places that we've lived. Well, I guess the last house we didn't have.
But the
we had
one
all the
before
birds.
that.
We had so many neighborhood animals.
We had, I mean, we called it, this is our cat cafe.
I know.
Because we'd feed all the cats on the block, it seemed.
And, you know, since it's the holidays, we can share. We knew where every one of these cats lived. No joke. We knew their names because we would meet the owners. And for Christmas, we would leave presents from Santa for each of these animals.
Yeah.
Just a random present right there, hoping the owner would find it, and for the cat, they would have it for their pet.
You know what I thought was so funny was that time where we were just out and about, and you got a text message from a friend who lived 3 blocks down from our house.
Yeah.
And she had texted you pictures of this cat and said, oh my gosh, look at this cat. It just wandered into my yard and what should I do?
She was more than 3 blocks away though, right? Like she's
big blocks.
Yeah, three really giant streets away.
Large blocks.
Yes.
But you were able to look at her text message and see the picture of the cat and text her back and say, oh, that's Max.
That's Max.
He lives at blah, blah, blah. It's all fine. Just let him out and he'll be good.
And this is his history. Yeah. He belonged to these other people. Someone tried to steal him. It didn't really work. Like we totally knew his story.
Yeah, we need more animals.
Oh, I need animals. Okay. Anyways.
Bear, do you think you're going to be okay if we get another animal?
See, I don't think he wants...
See, he doesn't get along with cats.
I think he might want a dog. So maybe
I think he would do okay with a dog. Yeah. I don't know if we would do okay with a dog just yet. But
I know.
I think he would be fine.
It's the responsibility.
We want to be responsible pet owners.
I don't know if we're at the dog level. You know, cats are so independent.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like they kind of do their own thing.
Yeah, we're used to cats.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so on to the topic. How about we move to the topic?
Okay, the topic this episode is space clearing. And what we mean by that, it's kind of like a form of house cleaning. Everybody knows when you clean your house, you sweep the floor, or mop the floor, or vacuum and dust and wipe down the counters. And that's what house cleaning is. Everybody knows that. But we're talking about doing a similar type of cleaning for the energy in your house.
Yes.
Because you know how you can walk into a room where the vibe just feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like you walk into a room after people have just had a big fight. You can feel the tension in the air.
You can, yeah, you literally can feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, it's thick. It's a little thick. It's heavy. Sorry, guys, that's my phone. Yes.
So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about clearing and cleaning the space, the energy.
The energy of the home. And even if you've had a lot of people over, you know,
big party,
the energy has really been stirred up. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If you've had a guest staying with you, it's good to clear before the guest comes. It's also good to clear after the guest leaves. Mm-hmm. Those are some good times too.
And sometimes when Sienna and I have gone through maybe a stretch of days that have been extra stressful.
Yeah.
Right? Extra hectic. Mm-hmm. Or even if we've had a fight.
Yeah.
We do space clearing afterwards.
Yes. It's also good for the animals too, because they're even more sensitive than us. Mm. You don't want them living in a cloud, you know, a cloud of heavy dark energy. Cloud. Yeah, yeah. But let me add something, because you were talking about physically cleaning the house.
Yes.
So even doing that helps to prepare the space for an energetic cleaning. You know?
Yeah, because these things are not separate things.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Right. Physical space and energetic space are, they're totally related, or the energy is expressed within the physical and throughout the physical.
Absolutely are. And because you'll notice that even if you don't do some of these energetic clearing tips that we're going to give today, when you clean your house well, you already feel it lift. Mm-hmm. There's a clarity. So even on that level, that alone is fantastic.
It's a form of space clearing.
Totally. Which is why at the very least, just find a way to keep up with just the basic cleaning of the house, on the physical level, because it does affect the energy of the home.
And I guess one way, so this is a good introduction to the space clearing. Okay. Because the big key, I would say, with space clearing, which is a form of prayer.
Yes.
Space clearing is a form of prayer. And it's a form of blessing and purifying your home.
Yes.
So totally. if you're cleaning your home with that intention and with that spirit, well, you're doing a 2-for-1.
Yes.
Right? You're vacuuming and you're prayerfully cleansing the energy of your home.
Yes.
Okay. But with that said,
yes,
here are some things that Sienna and I do to clear the space in our home periodically.
So this is just what we do. We've tried a lot of different things, but this is what works for us. So one of the things is to burn white sage. There's various types of sages out there. I don't think it's sages. There's various types of sage out there. And you can find bundles that have the sage blends, along with maybe even some other types of grasses in there.
Sweet grass.
There's even sweet grass braids that you can use. But even trying all of that stuff, I always come back to white sage. I just think...
Don't you think that seems like the most popular one that you see available, that's most readily available generally?
Yes, I do, actually. Yeah, I do.
So white sage.
White sage. And one way that you can use it to clear the energy of your house is, if possible, and even if it's, like for me, even if it's super cold, I will still, like even now, right? Like I open windows and Toast is like, oh my God, why are you opening the window? I just love fresh air.
That's a healthy thing, fresh air.
So anyways, the first thing I would do is to prep the house by moving the curtains and opening all the windows, just to have like that nice fresh air coming through your home. Then get a nice burn going at the tip of your sage bundle. Blow on it. Make sure you have a nice smoking happening with your sage. Once you have that, you're going to hold it and walk it through the house over. A lot of times you'll see like a abalone shell dish that you can leave your sage in. You can smudge it out when you're done. So some kind of a dish to prevent any kind of cinders from falling off of the
burning your house
and burning your rug.
You don't want to burn your furniture.
I have done before. I've burned our rug,
yes,
right, Toast?
Yes, by accident, yes.
So, and then once you have your windows are open, you have your sage bundle, you have your holder of the ashes, then you basically walk through the house smudging. And
all that means is letting the smoke go.
Letting the smoke go. Now, some people use like
a feather or something.
Some people use a feather to blow the smoke in the direction that they want. And in that case, they are using sage leaves that they have burned ahead of time in a dish that are still burning.
Kind of like incense.
And they will hold it and use the feather to swoop the sage in the direction that they want as they're moving along.
Swoop the smoke.
Swoop the smoke. I like to just use the bundle, and I actually lightly blow on it as we're moving through the house to give every opportunity of the home, like every corner, everything, just to let it smoke out and just be hyper aware of your fire
smoke
alarm.
Detectors.
Yeah, your smoke detectors in your house.
Yep.
And just go through your whole home. So I will normally do that part, and Toast will be there holding space, and also with the intention, which we can talk more about.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's probably important to say what's more important is the intention, and you don't have to fill your whole house with smoke. Okay, more smoke is not better.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking if that's true.
Okay, yeah, think about that.
Right, yeah. Smoke isn't the goal. But what I will tell you, though, from my experience, I have found that sometimes I will need to resage a place. And I know that when I go full out with the saging and the smudging, there is a difference versus just a light swoop.
Okay.
So
there's an optimal amount.
I have found a difference.
An optimal amount.
So I like to just kind of smoke it out, which is why I open the windows and make sure that the room gets
the smoke alarms don't go off.
Yes.
Those things are loud. But yeah, so I'll follow behind Sienna, and as she said, hold space, which is another phrase for just focusing mentally on the clearing of the space. And I will even say out loud, this is my prayer out loud. I will say things like, we purify this space. We declare only love and kindness, and the energy of expansive evolution is filling this house, or is filling this bedroom. Only the energy of protection and safety is filling this hallway. Yeah. And just giving voice to the intention.
The intention,
of clearing and purifying and protecting the space.
And I'm just trying not to burn our house.
Or the carpet.
Or the carpet. So something else that Toast will sometimes do behind me is, with her intention, sometimes she will clap in spaces, because clapping is also a form of energy clearing. So
I'll clap loud. I'll try and make the loudest claps I can.
Yeah.
It sounds weird, but yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
And you want to clap in places like corners where energy can get stuck. You want to clap behind doors. Energy gets stuck there. So she will sometimes clap to help give an extra clearing to the home.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's similar to using, like in religion, like bells or gongs.
Yes, and that's another thing.
It's the same idea
with the sound
of introducing,
yes,
wasn't it? And I
sound
think,
waves.
Yeah, and I think what's interesting as we go through this list of stuff that we do to clear space in the spiritual, energetic realm, they are actual things that our physical senses can detect.
Yes,
and produce.
Yes.
Like we do it with our bodies, and we speak it with our voices, which is another fantastic way to acknowledge that this physical dimension that we live in is part of that energetic dimension.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't mention the sprays and misters.
I thought I was going to touch on that. But,
okay. Go ahead.
But just to speak on bells, because you brought up bells. So yes, so sounds also clear a space, like the clapping. The sound of the clapping will clear a stagnant part of the room. The sound of a bell ringing will also do that. And they sell space clearing bells. But Toast and I, we haven't hung it up yet out in Portland. But in our old place, we had a beautiful, really beautiful bell made from, where did we get it from? Oh, Isabella catalog.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And it had
super heavy.
Super heavy. It